Whoa. Whoa.
Yowza!
Wowzy.
Holy fuck!
Damn. That's true. Oh, you know what? Actually, real quick, I'm just gonna body swap this map. Yep. There he is.
Wow, that looked painful.
You know, just casual, like,
Yeah.
body swapping you do, you know. These things happen. Because I forgot to swap this earlier.
Lol. LMAO.
Yeah, I should get the Twitch shut up. Just in case.
Yeah.
Dunzo. Ooh, roll 20.
We've been live for about a minute and a half now. If we want to start going through introductions, if y'all are good for that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll do a luck roll too. Ah,
You
yes.
bastard!
Luck roll.
You know what? I should also do a luck roll.
Imagine if you got a
sweet,
22.
an 8.
Oh, it's
It was
pretty
almost. It was pretty
Alright.
close.
Well, while I seethe and cope in the background, hello.
good. That got me nothing. That was a wasted 20.
Yeah,
Hi.
Hello.
Gecko.
Hello.
Since you're the main man here, do you wanna introduce us?
Sure. In what way? Do you want me to introduce the downtime first? Or...
However you want to do it, since you're the person
Okay.
in the
Sure.
wheelchair.
Wheelchair? What?
It's because I'm gonna break your legs for stealing the 20.
Oh, it's alright. Yes, hello. This is a funny little short story. Featuring presumably just Hero and Angra. Two people with some extraneous circumstances regarding length of life and the like. You know, people who've met from the past catching up again. And of course, I am the quote-unquote GM of this little short story. Not really, though. And I'm the one playing Hero. My question is, who plays Angra?
My question is, what are short stories? Well, what are those, my friend?
Oh, short stories. Well, I think you should say that, Ballas, because my brain is goo.
Hello, I'm Ballas, as was just said. Welcome to DBA Downtime/Short Stories, an offshoot of our mostly weekly Epithet or anime campaign at tabletop role-playing game, which involves a rotating cast of players and player characters, as well as GMs, following many different storylines, all interweaving and playing through in different ways, every character telling their own story. As was mentioned, these two are different characters with very interesting and odd stories that are interweaved thereof. And so on and so forth. If you would like to learn more about DBA and the offshoots like this one, make sure to join Fine Dining, our Discord server. There's the link. Now we can get back to introducing who we are and the characters that we may or may not be playing. Penny.
Hi, it's me, Penny. I'm the one who plays Angra. That's crazy. There she is right there. She's drinking black coffee and has a shit ton of slimes.
They feast.
They do feast on sweet things. She has a... She's had a life.
Yeah, you could say that.
and I am Ballas, the streamer for today. I am not playing either of these characters. I might be playing a character later, who knows? But with that out of the way, I feel like we could see what these two fun individuals that are drinking coffee and chilling together might be talking about now.
Yeah. So, our little story cuts into these two individuals, old friends perhaps, both drinking jet black coffee from a coffee shop called Demonic Delight. Demonic Delights, rather. They've been talking for a little while, but let's hear what they're saying, I guess. So, Hero takes a long sip from the coffee, looking at the slime, I guess glooping at the fairy,
Yeah.
So, suppose you're curious about, this incarnation?
Yeah, you could say that. Last time I saw you, you were, Paula? And, not a twink.
Hero's eyes, like, narrow at that, you know, like, yeah. It's a bit of a grab bag, what kind of body I got. I think the last one was, female, which is, I mean, I've been a dog before, you know.
Yeah,
I've been animals.
She shrugs. Yeah. You, usually tell me what the cycles are.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, I missed that body. I like this one though.
That's good.
Yeah.
She takes a sip of, you know, the darkest, blackest coffee.
It's the Dark Lord blend.
Yeah.
Darkest coffee this side of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real shame. This the family of this one was really nice. They're just a quaint family of fruit pickers.
Yeah.
They kind of look somberly to the side, like, reckon this guy would have grown up to be a pretty cool person.
Yeah, I imagine so. How are they doing? You like keeping? I don't know if you keep in contact with the families.
Oh, yeah. I try to, at the very least, dampen the blow by being like a, you know, normal child.
Right.
So, yeah, I keep in touch with letters, but AD just kind of like looks her in the eyes, like, you know, it's not. Shrug. Sip.
Yeah.
It's not a fun situation, it's just kind of like, here you go, here's some existential trauma.
Yeah. I guess I should count myself lucky that I'm just like this.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm jealous. And I'm impressed, you've haven't changed a bit since the last time, and the time before that.
She sort of, like, looks at her, like, her hands holding her coffee. Well, I've definitely let myself go. Not as strong, don't have the sword, you know.
You lost the sword. Like, leans in, like...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have it. Well... Hold on, how many iterations?
Pardon?
She's just like, alright, how many... I've had a few swords, hold on. I lost the last sword I had, as well as, like, all of the previous ones.
How do you keep losing them? I mean, not that I don't get it, of course, but...
Well, sometimes things get eaten by monsters. Sometimes you are full of depression and you don't want to have anything to do with your past and you throw it into a lake or something.
Yeah, Hera just looks Angra in the eyes like, oh, I get it. I get it. What do you think this incarnation was? Looks at his sword that he's like got leaned up against the table, you know?
That's why I kind of keep this one. She, like, unsheaths her sword. It's just the hilt and, like, a broken blade, pretty much. It's not even, like, half of a blade. It's like an inch long, and it's been cut off. Yeah, no.
I mean, slime blades
seem
useful.
No, it's
I don't know about hitting people with your like, friends, I guess.
No, well, fine. I guess they're more like... Well, no, they are deaf. Yeah, I'd say...
No. I get it.
But yeah. As for being, you know, quote-unquote, youthful... Yeah. Slime
you're not like secretly, like... It leans in. It's not like an illusion or anything, is it? Like...
No. No, I think I'm just like this after the whole slime goddess situation.
Ah. Neat.
Yeah. It's also why these guys just kind of hang around. Well, not always.
So you don't, like, bring them with you? Then they're just like...
No, I bring them with me. She brings out another one that's about the same size as the one on Hero's head. You know, she basically brings out like a slime core and like brings it out. No, it's the reason I can like sort of do that.
Huh. Well, I mean, they're fun. No, thanks again for giving me this little fella. Gives it a little, like, pulls like a, you know, like a butterscotch out of one of his jacket pockets and just like tosses it up to the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slimy. I think I'm gonna call it Slimy. Right? Is that a bad name?
Can't say I
couldn't
haven't
think
heard
of
it
anything
before.
else.
But I mean, to each their own. I'm not gonna say no. These guys will kind of just name themselves. That one's young.
Maybe it can name itself. Looks up at it. It just like blubbles back at him.
Yeah. Probably not for a bit. She's like
Slimy
giving
it is.
it like a discerning look, like someone who has raised slimes for hundreds of years.
Yeah, like that. Oh, this cat is a troublemaker, you know.
Yeah.
The look, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought you and the Demon Lord had a whole thing going on.
Oh.
It's been a while, I guess, but like...
Yeah, I guess I was meaning to tell you about that. Holds up the sword that he was looking to before. It's like, you know, very fancy. It has a bunch of like fate-based engravings.
Yeah.
So for the last couple of incarnations, the Demon Lord and I were kind of like, you know, before the battle, when you usually do like the big monologue thing. My Epithet usually gives us like a, you know, time to do dramatic stuff. Kind of a it gets annoying after the 100th time. We kind of just decided we'd do something about it, and kind of did some research over the last few. This holds up the blade is the result of that, and we finally did it. The whole fated to fight each other thing does like a cutting motion, like a hand scissors.
Nice.
Yeah. Leans back in his chair. Slight issue though. Kind of broke my epithet. Yeah, it's looks to the left. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Kind of holds his hand in the air as if he's pressing it against like a pane of glass, and sort of like a blue window. You know, the kind of window, like the,
I know
the RPG
exactly.
window. Yeah.
Yeah.
Manifests, like sort of appears in the air, like he turns it.
It's Oren's window, but blue. Basically.
Yeah, the same
Well,
kind of
it's-
window as Issa, yeah.
Yeah, it's bluey green, yeah, but like turns it around. It has like a bunch of like quests, like brush your teeth upside down. 0 out of 1. Like drink coffee while dancing. Like really weird like stuff. Like help grandma across the road. Fail. Like just like really weird random quests.
He looks
so,
at it like that.
So, I get leans in hundreds of these a day.
He's like looking at this like as it's like scrolling, I imagine. Befriend the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. You know, as I say, Dark Lord,
Yeah.
sorry, defeat the Dark. Hold on, I could just send you the fucking quests he has, right?
Lamel.
'Cause you'd see them. Oh, the fucking Thimble quest? Yeah.
Yeah. I love the Thimble quest.
It's so bad. For reference, chat. This is the fucking Thimble quest. Hold on. Oh god, I accidentally pressed F12.
It sounds familiar. Am I the one that gave you the Thimble quest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless. He'd like, after you'd like done looking, he just like swings his hand into the air, like brushes it aside, and it just kind of dissolves into the air. So, yeah, it's I'm free, sure. Like it's not forcing me to fight the Demon Lord anymore. And likewise, the Demon Lord can just, gestures at the coffee shop, do whatever they want.
Yeah, no, they seem to be handling it well.
Oh, yeah, this is probably like a dream come true for them, and for me, I guess, but, I mean,
Yeah.
neither I nor my Epithet know what to do now, so...
Angra her eyes sort of drift. So is that new?
Oh, no, you'd recognize that.
Okay.
That comes along every time.
Alright.
Yeah, like, probably the first couple times,
Yeah.
or the first time you met him, it wasn't there, and then suddenly it was.
I
Yeah,
see
that
that's
thing's,
still there.
It's attached itself to my epithet, and it's not coming apart anytime soon.
I see. Hey, Gecko.
Yeah,
Can I add a quest?
sure.
Raise the slime!
Oh, right, sure. Yeah.
Make sure it's happy. Optional. Allow it to name itself. When it comes of age.
When it comes of age.
Parentheses
Awesome.
trans rates.
Raise the slime. Sure, I'll add that to the quests.
I imagine just, there's just like since the board is visible, there's just an audible bidding.
Yeah. Just, he forgot. He hasn't, like, unvisibled it. So just,
Okay.
like, a little quest pops up, just, like, to the slight right of his, like, shoulder, just, like...
Yeah.
Takes a long sip of coffee. Yeah, actually, hold on a second. Gets up, does a little jig
Yeah.
while sipping coffee. The system does not recognize it. He just sits down, defeated.
I'm going to be honest. I am glad I don't have an epithet.
Yeah, don't be. Sorry, I mean, yeah, that's... You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, she's just like...
Sorry, Roll20 decided to die. Give me a second.
Lamel.
Okay. I was thinking, like, yeah, after this little bit, you could...
Oh, snap!
Oh, snap!
I just,
Sorry,
I
you gonna say
like...
something?
I just like Angra and Hiro, just casually talking about the most insane shit, but, like, it's nothing, really.
Yeah, to them it's just like another Thursday, like... Reborn again? Yup.
Still a model? Yup.
Lost another legendary blade? Yup.
Yup.
Yeah. It's... Like, honestly, this is the freest I've been in my life, but I think my timing was a little off, right? Because you know how each time Epithet sort of does something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time it was, like, exploration-y based, I guess. Like, it sort of, like, encouraged me to, like, gain power through wandering, as opposed to, like, recruiting or magic. But yeah, since it's been cut off, it's just kind of like does like a spreading motion with his hands.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the other ones would have reacted just as poorly, but like I can't go anywhere without it just clinging to something.
Makes sense. She that role was to see if she's acclimated to any modern day things such as video games. So it's I guess sort of like become like an open world sort of deal. Like in one of like the game type thing. Sorry, I've actually been putting in effort to learn about modern shit this time. Instead of just pulling myself up in the ranch.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I'm actually, like, gives you a look of genuine, so, like, it's a little smile. Like, I'm proud. Good job. You're not just, like, being a slime hermit this time.
Well...
I guess now. Sorry. For me, time is a bit weird.
Yeah, no. That's fine. It's... I think I've figured out most things about it. It's been, like, what, 600 years since I did... since I started it. Figured I'd leave it up to someone else for a bit. Ranch is in good hands. The slimes are pretty strong as well.
Yeah, or did you take on an apprentice or something?
She sort of scratches the back of her head a little bit. Kind of, but not really. There's like a... It's not that long of a story, but I'll shorten it anyway. Little orphan girl that I took in because parents got killed by one of the many monsters back at home. taught them how to raise slimes.
Oh.
And how to fight, I guess. Honestly, considering what I'm like right now, they're probably stronger than me right now. So...
Damn.
Yeah,
no. I don't know if that's a good feeling or a bad one.
I have no idea.
Sip. But it's cool to get to do so.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're fine.
Yeah, look, as someone who's been an orphan, like, starts counting on his fingers, just like, blinks slowly twice. A lot of times, it does help when someone shows you some, like, I don't know, stability.
Yeah.
I think
that's fair.
I think with that, it would be a good moment for me to enter into the thing you would say.
I would say so, yeah.
Alright.
You know?
In which case, the camera pans to a man currently on his phone, seemingly working on something, walking down the street, sipping out a cup of coffee occasionally. He goes to, like, enter into the building with a laptop bag at his side, but the moment he starts to enter into the door, the tube on his back starts rattling, and he's just like, oh, what now? He stops for a second, starts to mess with it, and the cap explodes off, and literally, like, dozens of papers are just spilling out everywhere, with just arrows pointing to the table.
Yeah. Likewise, as this happens, and this man walks up, unbeknownst to him, before a paper fucking hurricane, just as he sort of approaches this area, Angra, he still hasn't made his windows not visible.
Yeah.
You can see, like, in the span of a second, literally dozens of squares just, like...
Yeah.
Just all up in his face, like...
That,
turns to the table. Who are you talking to? I don't... just looks at the fucking forest. He fucking forces the cap back onto his tube. It settles down a bit.
Angra sort of looks... Oh, hey, Hoshu. I'm just talking to an old friend. Like, old.
Uh-huh. Are you okay?
They have an interesting epithet. She's looking at it very concerned. I have a distinct feeling I know what's about to happen.
Well, considering he looks at the tube, my epithet is giving me a goddamn hurricane, and it seems yours as well. I'm going to assume that we have a similar situation going on.
Yeah, the hero just, like, starts pushing them out of the way, like brushing off a swarm of bugs, like...
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no. Looks at all of them. There's like an arrow on each of them, they all just start turning. Oh god.
You know, I really should have seen this coming.
Hey, I'm here, and then just like as a, you know...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My name's Hosh, and then Hoshu immediately grips his head as his epithet surges again. Come on, give me the 20. I want the 20. Damn it, I didn't get the 20. As Hoshu, similar to an ability that he's gotten recently, it activates, but Hoshu's not the one activating it, and does not get to understand what exactly happens. Necessarily.
Yeah. To an outside perspective, rather to these two, it feels like a very brief, almost headache, but not quite, not painful. To an outside perspective, I guess Angra looking at these two, just about to speak, and then stop. It just looks like there's just a weird, like, they both blink at the same time and is like, stop. And then suddenly recoil.
Yeah,
I
Angra
believe,
just
yeah.
picks up her coffee and is like, I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah.
Who just kind of shakily takes a sip at his coffee cup, which then refills itself. So what exactly just happened if you fucking felt it as well? My epithet doesn't really have a habit of doing things outside of my expectations. Which that most certainly was, to say the case.
Guru just leans against the table, he's like... Hold on. Asks, is your epithet X?
His eyes just fucking fall. Someone guessed it not just a day ago, and now someone I don't know knows my epithet. What a wonderful day today is. I don't tell people my epithet. Why do you know my epithet? I have not met you before.
Angra sips coffee again.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more coffee, hold on. Hey,
Angra, who is this?
Barbara, I'm gonna need another Demon Lord Black. Make it a
Make
double
it
shot.
4.
Make it a quad shot.
She sort of, looks to Hoshu. Well, they'll probably tell you more about it themselves, but they, were probably in a previous version of the guild.
You mean that my epithet manifested like this before? I thought this was just a new age thing because of video games or something. What?
Yeah. I'm having some memories, I'm gonna be honest. Remember that guy I told you about before? I'm starting to put some things together.
So you're saying the berserker crazy king man was using my epithet? Really?
Wow.
Oh,
His epithet at the time.
not helping!
Hey, so, puts hand on shoulder. Welcome to the, reiteration epithet club, I guess.
Hoshu just opens up a similar window, but his is purely gray. He scrolls. Oh, I see you're in my guild now. He looks at you. A paper has manifested itself in your hands, and you've already been given a quest. That's wonderful.
Remember this happened before? Kind of.
You know what, Angra? I should have expected it the moment you said that. I'm getting a distinct... Yes, I remember this happened with you, and I just kind of forgot, because that's the only time this has happened before, actually.
Hey, so I'm like Hero. I have a name, but I've had so many that I just go by Hero now.
Yes, no, I could see that. That's what you're currently listed as, yes.
He would have a name underneath, I suppose, if it counts as a real name.
It lists what name they go by.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it would have,
It would theoretically have their quote-unquote birth name, but Hero would be the primary one listed thereon.
yeah.
So, I guess a pleasure to meet you, and welcome back to Bronze Rank, I guess?
Bronze? Dude, I was gold before. It was a diamond, I forget.
You know, that gives me comfort, but also disgust. Yes, no, Angra was also bronze. I'm going to assume, because I'm a new Epithet user, it is a new registration. Although you've prestiged, I guess. You're not supposed to prestige into bronze, but you've done it! Congratulations, sir! I'm going to assume you don't have any fossils on you, because, like, I could take you to Copeland, considering, but otherwise...
hold on, give me a second.
Need to find them yourself.
So, Hero turns to the fucking little green thing that's floating around this pie, like, hey, eat the pie! Hey! Alright, look, find me a fucking fossil, I guess. And, he's gonna pay, the stamina. To, or rather, he's gonna take the psychic damage for listening to them.
Give me a second while I just go pick up all these goddamn papers.
The slime has been attempting to eat them.
Don't do that. That's... Epithet. Just start stuffing them in the fucking thing. Okay, no, they're now they've just made more regular missions. You couldn't have just made them papers that weren't anything but regular paper. No, of course there are quests. God damn it! He just slowly puts the things in. Thank you for the chair, I guess. He sits down. Oh, I've already got my own coffee. I'm fine. He takes a sip from his
Angra
cup.
Slides it towards herself.
Yeah.
I thank you every day that you continue to exist, Relican.
Yeah. So, like, you okay? Seems like your Epithet's got you in a bit of a...
You seem to know more about my Epithet than I do, so I would love for you to tell me what you know, considering...
Oh. I mean, what do you know, I guess? Like, I didn't, like, sit there and learn about him.
I mean...
What was his name again? You feel like a crackling of lexical energy. Who's in?
He didn't really talk about it. He just talked about fighting the strongest guy and being stronger by getting more dudes.
Oh, yeah. Guild of the Heroes.
Yeah.
That was useful, I'll admit. Made beating the Demon Lord, like,
Getting
a lot easier
stronger?
this time around. Oh, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I can't do that! That's not... What do you mean, getting stronger? That's not fair! I can't do that! I'm just a normal man that has quests that he gives out! My Epithet sucks, actually!
Yeah. Again, the more we talk about this, the more I'm sort of remembering. Sorry, I'm old, if you remember.
I know you've mentioned that on occasion, yes.
Yeah, no, he literally, like, more people in the guild, stronger he got, the higher rank you were, the stronger you got.
Sip.
Also sips.
Fucking, his hand shakes with his coffee cup. He doesn't spill a drop, but God, if he were just slightly more, he would.
Yeah.
Slowly sips.
You can't tap into your previous, like, Epithet users.
I don't think that's how epithets usually work, right?
I mean,
I've only had the one, so I can't tell you.
considering a skill I have, it makes sense, I guess, that I might be not subconsciously, but partially tapping into some of their skills. but only of the other, I assume, guild masters. I don't get anything from the people that are within the guild, currently named thereof the Second Chance Guild, so that Tutankhamun can still survive.
Angra sort of, like, puts her hand on her face, like on the side of her face, like, you know, I've been around for a while, but like, so I know quite a bit. Couldn't you, now that you know that it's possible, like, try and train your epithet to do that?
I don't know. I don't know. Just because I know that it's a concept doesn't mean I know how to do that. That's like saying, oh, you've seen someone ride a motorcycle. You can make your bicycle do that now, can't you? What do you...
I don't know.
He just stares at his coffee cup.
Well, it's kind of just like natural for me. I could just like reach to the past and just kind of pull out.
Considering you seem to be yourself more than once, congratulations. As far as I know, I'm a fully incarnated normal human soul. Nothing more, nothing less. I just seem to have had an epithet that's been through a couple of other people's hands in the time before me.
You mean looks to Angra, looks to Hoshu, like, never mind.
No, I would love to hear what it is that you're curious about me.
Nah.
He squints.
Don't worry about it.
Loud sipping.
Worrying is one of the very few things I'm actually good at myself, thank you. I will, in fact, worry about it.
You know, Hira's just gonna scribble something on a piece of paper and slide it to Angra.
He looks as you just slowly do it across the table. He stares at the note intently.
Oh shit!
As I said, I can tap into some of their skills. He says, staring at the paper.
Are you trying to read it, or are you just trying to like...
he's trying to read the part that would be theoretically possible to see, yes.
Okay, well, I don't have to... he folds it in half and slides it, but, you know, the wind picks it up maybe very slightly, and you sort of see, should I tell him, on one side, and on the other, like, there's something, is pretty much all you can get.
I would love for you to tell me, but if you feel like just sharing secrets about whoever had my epithet before me, if there's only been the one berserker individual that you at least know of, I guess.
I'm trying to remember his name here.
That's what the note says. Hold on. You know, Hero does the same thing. It's like that same crackling of lexical energy. It seems like his epithet sort of specializes in memory stockpiling and like the like.
Yeah, no, as you're doing this, Hero, as Hoshu's just like this, another quest window pops up. Tell Hoshu!
Angra sort of looks at the note, looks at Hero, looks at Hoshu. Yeah, I feel like Angra and Hoshu are like close enough for her to say like shit about him.
Yeah.
You might be able to tell, but he's very neurotic, so yes. You should probably mention it.
Alright. Sip. Actually, let me just ask Drake something real quick. I need to clarify this before I set it in stone, right?
As you're doing that, Hoshu's just rapid-fire texting someone.
Angra just like puts the note down just on the table. It doesn't matter if Hoshu sees it or not.
His focus is at something else at the current moment.
Yeah. But But as she puts it down, Bujin, that was it. That widow.
Hmm. Okay, well, he finishes sending the message. Okay, I've never heard of the name Bujin. Since I know that you're really old, and I know that you've traveled a bit, is he from my homeland? From the place that we currently live? Or was he from somewhere else? How long ago was this? I don't have any of this information. If my epithet stockpiles things, I guess that would be important to know how long it's been doing things like that.
I don't know if he's from, the homeland, but he was there for as long as I can remember. Well, yeah, no, he's been around. He was around there for a while, a couple centuries ago, maybe 300.
Mm-hmm. That's at least... He does some quick... That's at least... Logistically, at least 3, if not 4 people before me.
Yeah.
He just slumps in his chair.
Again, most of the quests were like... Fight this monster. Beat the shit out of this bandit.
I mean...
Train against me for 17 hours straight.
Except for that one, those are mostly quests back home, considering the rampant monster problems.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was a bit different. That was
this constant repeating quest that was just beat me in 1-to-1 combat.
Oh, you mean that deadweight? The deadweight curse that everyone talked about? Yeah, they all dreaded getting the deadweight curse. Where no one has completed it.
No, I think I did it once.
Oh, nice.
Experience beats power sometimes.
Good job. Takes a big sip. I never completed it.
I mean, to be fair, I think you recruited a few more people between me and you.
Another crackling, his eyes sort of glaze over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my gimmick back then. That was the power I'd manifested.
Yep.
Recruitment. Very lucky for
He just slowly turns. I'm going to assume that that's not something you could do anymore, is it?
Gives a little hand wave. Like, yeah, no, maybe.
That is
I don't know if that's how it...
The only reason I'm in this city because of the amount of oddly powerful individuals and skill refinement of this area. I am trying to get people up to Gold and Diamond tier, other than the very small handful, only one of which is actually helpful to me back home. Because everybody else died before then.
Well,
Angra shrugs like
butterflies. So many people.
I managed to save some.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can do the exact same thing I did back then, since I had like a castle, and went on this massive like recruitment journeys. It took a lot of time, is what I'm saying. And looks to the side. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure I want to go through that again.
Also, you look, the Tell Hoshu quest has been fulfilled. Another coffee cup emerges on the table.
you see one of the fucking like store runners like squint through the window, like, and he's like he does like a sorry motion, like chucks it to his slime. Yeah, like I don't know how to break this to you, right? Like, it's like... This is just how my epithet works, right? Like, it's pretty messed up, but, you know, when someone manifests the epithet, it, like, inserts the collective consciousness into their brain, like... It, like...
He just stares at you worriedly of what he's learned with his epithet, almost like... Is that going to happen to me? Am I going to go through thought death?
Yeah, so they essentially die. And they're replaced by me, but they're also technically still in there.
I assume you'll be fine. The hero's been through a lot more.
Yeah, no, hold on.
I need another therapy session today.
Hold on.
Considering he can see and interact with my epithet, theoretically that means I might get some more answers. I guess. Since I have more information to tell him about it.
Before you do that, hold on. I need to at least, if I'm gonna tell you, at least let me finish. Otherwise, what's the point of going through the effort of it, huh? Right?
Yes?
There's at least one previous user in there. The guy that I was, talking to. The big guy, Hero King.
Yeah, I kind of figured once that was said that that's what would happen. I'm not stupid!
Yeah, but like... Yeah, no, but I mean, like... I don't know. If you need advice or something, I can, like, talk to you about my experiences, but I don't know what's going on in there. Like, does a little, like, wiggle at the tube. But, you know, if there's one person in there, I guess it could be like a...
This I made, so that I had a place to stick all of the goddamn papers my epithet keeps creating. This is...
Dude, I was talking about your epithet. I don't know what that fucking, like, tube is.
He just kind of...
He
just turns the tube around and hugs it. This is all mine. This is not the epithet. This is me just finding a way to not be fucking buried in a mountain of paperwork every day. That's what that is.
I'm a little jealous, I'm gonna be honest. Once again, holds his hand up, there's a little of epithet energy, and it's just, you know...
Yeah, speaking of, I sent you a DM, Gecko.
Hoshu just waves his hand, and obviously his hand passes through. This is intangible. You don't have to deal with the physicality of all of the goddamn papers I have to carry around with me. All of the time!
You what? That's fair. I think...
Literally, if this wasn't enchanted, I would be literally buried under a mountain of paperwork. Physically buried.
Oh, I'm sorry. It gives you a look that... like, the look, it almost has a hint of, like, sincerity, but the way he said it, and just his body language is like... you know... Also, give me another of the Chords and Empires roll, by the way.
Sure. God, just when you use the partial recall mix and you fucking used goddamn boo, that's just gonna be fucked up.
Alright, that's enough. You see, briefly he made the windows visible. Like, you saw a lot of quests, like, generic shit, like, you know, find and hunt the Gimble Gumble of Bangle Mountain, you know, like dumb shit like that. And, like,
juggle some pies.
Yeah, you know, like, go shopping at Wallimart, failed, you know, like, stuff like that. You do see a single quest that looks like up the top, and it says, ask Hoshu out on a date.
I have already been hugged without my own volition because of my epithet creating quests. I am leaving now.
Damn, dude. Well, pleasure meeting you again.
He just leaves. He just leaves. Doesn't stop. Does not listen. He just leaves.
Yo, if your Epithet hasn't eaten your consciousness yet, it probably won't. Sip.
He turns back. Now that you've mentioned it, gestures to Angra. Now that I know about it, it might develop that way. Who knows, really? Before he fucking keeps fucking just walking away.
Angra just shrugs.
Yeah, Hero just shrugs back like, to be young again. Reminds me of the third cycle.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Watching the youngins.
Yeah, I had like a 60-year panic attack in my third cycle. Went pretty much exactly like that.
Fair enough. I kind of, I tried to, like... She's, like... doesn't really want to say it. I, like, made myself a tomb once.
Oh. My Epithet wouldn't let me do that.
My wife wouldn't let me end there. I'm over it now.
Well, I mean, I'm glad. Me too,
stayed in
but...
I stayed in that tomb for a while.
Here's a look of pity, like, oh, dude.
She's like, oh, that's where I left one of my swords.
Which one?
I don't know.
Tell you what, I've got a dinosaur to fucking dig up. How about we go to your tomb and I'll, like, see if I can't find a fossil or something.
Alright.
Do you know who Copeland is?
I have no idea. Do you know who Giuseppe is?
I think that's an excellent stopping point. If you're interested in the absolute fuckery that are these heroes and or the guild that Hoshi was now having an existential crisis over, and when we might develop these threads of characters and character plots, make sure to join Fine Dining, our Discord server. There's the link.
Oh.
Wow. That's crazy.
I think we could say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Hope everyone had fun.
Yeah.
Make sure you had a nice coffee, you know?
Yeah.
Decent roast.
Yeah.
Alright. Goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye.